Hello, hello. Welcome to Cruising with Cheryl and Eric, or welcome back if you've watched our other video. Tonight we're going to talk about, I'm kind of going to put my wife on the spot here a little bit, but basically we're talking about the 10 must-have things to pack for a cruise, or the first 10 things that you grab, okay? So, just so you know, I'm Eric, this is Cheryl. We're avid cruisers, absolutely love it, and this is our YouTube channel.
Actually, let's just say we love to cruise, but we love to travel just as much.
Yeah, Cheryl doesn't really like the avid word for some reason.
Anywho, pretentious.
If you get a kick out of the video and our humor, if you like it, give us a big thumbs up, subscribe, and away we go. So, Cheryl, I'm going to change it up a little bit, change what we talked about earlier.
That's me.
So, picture a scenario. I call you one afternoon and say, I'm on the way home, and I say, okay, hon, got a surprise for you. I already packed your clothing. We're leaving on a cruise in an hour. What are the first 10-ish things that you're going to grab? Knowing I already packed your clothing, you can't see what I packed clothing-wise. You can't change it.
That's just me.
What are you going to grab?
First of all, this was not part of the discussion that we had as to what this conversation was going to be like tonight.
I just said I'm going to change it up on you.
I'm going to probably grab a paper bag so I can breathe in and out. God only knows what you packed for me. Probably pack a winter sweater or something, or two.
Oh yeah, and you'd be upset about that.
All right, so the first must-have grab.
Right, number one.
And I'm reading from my list, people, excuse me. Making sure I have sunblock, because as you can see, I'm pretty Casper the Friendly Ghostish here.
Okay. So sunblock.
But I also have to make sure that it's biodegradable, because if you book excursions...
Well, that's why we usually bring two types of sunblock with us. We bring regular sunblock for use basically on the ship and or some of the islands, and then we bring a biodegradable, reef-safe sunblock.
If we go snorkeling.
Right. Because you might not know this if you haven't been on a whole lot of cruises, but some of the Caribbean islands require it. They don't want you to use regular sunblock because it's not good. Some of the regular sunblocks are not good for the ocean, for the reefs, the marine life is the word I was trying to look
fishes.
For. Okay, so the first one is sunblock.
All right.
What's number two?
Second one, flip-flops. Plenty of them. Because I know you did not pack them. An extra pair of comfortable shoes.
Is that also number two? So shoes are number two? They're technically clothing, but
no, they're really
I'll
not.
allow it. So you're going to bring flip-flops.
Yes.
All right. What's number three?
Band-Aids.
Band-Aids. Why Band-Aids?
Because you tend to cut yourself on these trips.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Throw me under the bus. Okay.
Under the ship, actually.
All right. Number four.
Extra pair of comfy shoes.
Wait, we just talked about shoes. We're back to shoes again?
Well, flip-flops and shoes are totally different, even though they go both on your feet.
They both go on your feet. They're both shoes.
No, because you have to have dress shoes for dinner or whatever.
No, all right. So your number, what is this, number four? Number four for Cheryl is shoes. All kinds of shoes. 93 pairs of shoes for a 3-night cruise.
I'm not going to lie. I overpack. For anybody who does not know me, you can ask my brothers. And my husband, of course. But I do. I overpack beyond belief.
Number five.
Number five would be an extra t-shirt or a pool cover. Again, I don't want to get sunburned. And if I go from the sun into the air-conditioned dining rooms, I get cold very easily. A winter coat. No, I'm kidding.
Number six.
No, that was...
Or that was five.
Sunglasses.
Right.
I always have to have sunglasses. I'm very light sensitive.
How many pairs of sunglasses?
2.
Okay. Why?
Well, because when we go on excursions, I like to have my pair... Hashtag Ray-Ban.
Ray-Ban. Okay.
Yeah. Suns burn you. Ray-Ban. Anyway, I just like to have 2 pair. Just in case.
All right. So it's at number 6.
Yes. A hat or a baseball cap.
Okay.
Yep. Got to keep that sun...
Again, about keeping the sun off of you.
Yes. An emery board or a nail file.
One? Only one?
No,
Okay.
that's just what I have to grab because I have one in my purse. But
Okay.
yeah. Oh.
And where else? You usually have one in your bra.
No,
one in your purse.
Those are my tweezers.
Oh, those are tweezers. I'm sorry.
Only when I don't have pockets, people. No judging. Anywho.
All right, so that's number 6. What's number 7?
Extra medicine. So this is going to be clumped into one.
Okay. All right.
Extra medicine and a toiletry bag.
So medicine, like what? Like prescription meds?
Prescription meds.
What else?
Supplements, things like that.
Okay.
Because
all right. Okay.
I look at it like the night before you disembark from the ship, you have to put your bag out. So you want to make sure that you have that toiletry bag that you can take with you. So I always pack a backpack too, which I know he didn't pack in my suitcase.
Okay.
Yeah, but we drive most of the time.
Okay. All right, so what's that? Number 7?
I don't know, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Somewhere.
I think I just covered it.
Yeah, really.
A camera, other than my cell phone.
Okay.
Because I like to take pictures, and I would be super upset if I lost my phone.
Okay.
Insurance
So you
helps,
bring. Are you talking about your? Cheryl actually has 2 different cameras.
I do. 3.
Or 3. Okay. She's got one of those little compact ones. It's like a Sure Shot, I think is the brand, but it's a compact little one. It takes good digital photos, not amazing.
No, but
not
it does the trick.
Gabe Worthy, friend of ours,
or Drew Worthy,
for that matter. Sure. And then Cheryl also has a.
I call it my big girl camera. It's a 35mm digital camera. So I make sure I always have that with me.
Okay.
And then.
All right, so that's like 8 or 9. Anything else?
Let's see. I think I covered it all.
You covered most of your stuff? Okay.
Yeah, and an extra suitcase just in case he missed something.
And I usually do forget 1 or 2 things. That is true. I will give Cheryl that.
Yeah.
All right, so
now your turn.
My
I think
turn?
I'm done.
Okay, all right.
Now.
I brought props.
Props.
So first thing for me, so actually I think I'm going to, just so you know, I'm probably going to title this the 20-ish most important things to pack before a cruise. So.
Oh, an extra battery.
For?
Your phone.
No,
An extra pack. Battery charging pack.
Okay. To me, the number 1 most important thing is our passports. We got these cute little passport holders, and my passport's not in here. I don't know where my passport is.
Mine is.
Yeah, Cheryl's
See,
in
I'm
here.
prepared.
And we also, put our vaccination cards in there. Not necessary these days. At the time of this video, they're not necessary, but we have them in there anyway. All right, so that's number 1 for me. Number 2 is prescription meds and vitamin supplements. They were technically on Cheryl's list, so that's kind of a repeat. But what I like to do is I like to split up my prescription meds. I pack some into my suitcase and I pack some into my carry-on. That way, if one bag gets lost, if my carry-on gets stolen or my suitcase, falls overboard or whatever, I'm not completely SOL. I've got at least some of my meds. And when I can, I actually pack extra meds, so that I've got, if we're going on a 7-night cruise, what I really like to do is have 7-night supply in my carry-on and a 7-night supply in my suitcase. Just last thing you want to do is, be in the middle of the Caribbean and not be able to get your prescription meds. All right. So that's number 2 for me. Number 3.
Health insurance cards too, people.
Oh, yes. Yeah. When I say passports, I don't mean just passports. I mean the vaccination cards, medical insurance cards. If you purchase travel insurance, I usually print out a copy of the policy, at the very least the policy number and the name and phone number of the travel insurance company. A lot of times I'll bring a paper copy of our passport and also have a digital copy of the passport on the phone. Just better safe than sorry.
Emergency contact information too is usually filled out with documents for your cruise, but as an FYI.
Okay. So it's 1 and 2. This is number 3 for me is also Sunblock. Now I happen to, as an example, grab one of the reef safe ones that we still have. This is human plus kind. It says skin. Oh, it's skincare. I'm sorry. I thought it was, wow. Okay, never mind. Ignore the brand, but we bring 2 kinds of sunblock.
If he packed for me, people, I'm in trouble.
Number 4, and these are not necessarily in exact order, but for lack of a better word, a charging station, a non-surge protected charging station. Cruise ships will not allow you to bring surge protectors on board. If they see it, they'll confiscate it. We picked up this one, I believe it was on Amazon.
Probably BJ.
Actually, no, you're right. We did get it at BJ's at one time. Yeah, but it's got multiple USB ports. It's got it only has one regular plug.
That's all you need.
But honestly, most of what we bring on board, electronics wise, is going to be plugged into the USB. So we don't need all that much extra when it comes to regular plugs.
Correct.
My GoPro. So this actually isn't a GoPro, but this is the neck. What do you call it?
Choker.
Yeah, the choker. But basically, my GoPro attaches below here, and I wear it around my neck. If you've seen some of my videos, you've probably seen it in there. But I like to wear this around. Well, actually, I could wear it in the water, but this way I get to take videos of the cruise ship, of the islands, and I don't have to carry a selfie stick with me. So that's...
And it's more hands-free.
Yeah. I also, with my GoPro, I've got a cute little case I carried in, so it's got extras with it, and I've got like 4 different batteries. I've got 3 512 gig SD cards, so I can record weeks of video. Next, Downy wrinkle release. This stuff is amazing. If you've never cruised before, you're not allowed to bring irons or steamers on the ship with you. They're fire hazards. They won't allow them. They'll confiscate them. So we like to dress up for the formal nights. I mean, we don't do tux and that whole thing. But no, we do like to get dressed up in a nice shirt and tie. For me, with the jacket. Cheryl wears a nice dress, so this stuff is golden because you spray it on, you take it into the bathroom, so that the hot steamy moisture or the hot steam, I guess you would call it, from the shower
or the steam
will release the wrinkles. And is it as good as ironing it? No, but it's pretty close, and that you're allowed to bring on board. Next is our snorkel gear. Cheryl and I absolutely love to snorkel, but we both despise the regular snorkel masks with the actual mouthpiece. So we picked these up on Amazon.
Actually got a reference from one of the cruises.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We're average. Yeah. Snorkel is?
Well, all right, this one doesn't want to come up with, but it's one of those full face ones. You probably get a good idea of what it looks like. It covers your whole face.
It's easier to breathe.
Yeah, much easier to breathe. I think you get a better field of view when you have it on. And actually mine, I grabbed mine because it's got a GoPro connector on the top of it. So that when I go snorkeling, I don't have to have that thing around my neck. It's connected to the top of my mask. So wherever I look is what the camera sees. I don't know what number I'm at, but an over-the-door organizer. It's actually an over-the-door shoe organizer, but if you've never been on a cruise cabins are pretty tight space-wise.
They can be.
So, and desktop space is almost non-existent.
Very limited.
So we bring this, we hang it over the bathroom door, one of the closet doors, and we put, like our sunscreen in it. We put some of the,
our pill containers.
Yep. A lot of the Downy wrinkle release, a lot of that stuff we'll put in there.
The everyday use things.
Right. It's off of the desk and it's out of the way, but still grabbable. Now, also speaking of
that's amazing.
Using your wall space, your vertical wall space, to the best of your ability. We bought these magnetic hooks, and if you watch any YouTube videos, you've seen them mentioned. But we bought them. We bought 2 different kinds. This is the 25 pound. This is the 100 pound. because we first bought the 25-pound, and basically, you stick this on the wall. Pretty much all the walls on the cruise ships are metal, so the magnet will hold. Magnet will stick to it.
Not in every case, though.
Well, the one case we found was, I believe, the Virgin Voyages.
No, it was the last Carnival cruise we were on. We were in an interior room.
Okay, and the walls were not, but the pulled down bunk that they have for a third and fourth passenger, there was a metal rim to that, so we basically hung it from the ceiling instead of hanging it on the wall, but it basically worked the same. So we bought these 25-pounders first and realized very quickly on the first cruise we used them on, they don't hold wet bathing suits very well. They slide right down the wall.
Yeah.
So that's when we invested in these 100-pounders, and again, Amazon. A little bit more expensive, I think. I don't remember what the price was, but it wasn't astronomical, and they worth their weight.
No pun intended.
Because the 100-pounders, they'll hold the wet bathing suit. They'll hold the wet towel by themselves. You don't need, like with the 25-pounder, if we had 4 of them strung together, they'll usually hold the semi-dry bathing suit. That's pretty much my list. So maybe not a full 20. Cheryl's adding to the list.
I am. A wet bag.
Oh yeah, I didn't grab our wet bag.
So basically, we put our towels in there. We put it a different top.
Right.
Or change
your clothes. Right. Yeah.
Because when you go on excursions, you do need your passport to get back on the ship. But when you're snorkeling, you don't want to have to wear your sea pass around your neck because it will slip off or somebody will grab you and choke you.
So the one we bought, it's
again Amazon,
like vinyl.
Yeah.
So it's waterproof, but it's got the top rolls down, so it's expanded. It's pretty large, but you can roll the top down to condense it, so it doesn't take up as much space. But there's an interior zipper pocket